Hello, lads, ladies, greenkeepers, and bar tradies. How are we, friends? Welcome back to the New South Wales Bowls Henselite 1 grade Pennant review preview show for week 5. Bit going on the last couple of weeks, friends. I tell you, we had to pull out last week, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. A bit going on, but we're back this week to bring you all the results of the 1 grade Pennant that's been played around New South Wales over the weekend. We had Central Coast and the Illawarra. They were playing their last rounds. So, a couple of battles there going on to see who's qualified for the state. I can tell you that in the Illawarra Zone 16, it was 3 sides go through to state playoffs. Central Coast, they have 2 sides to go through to the state playoffs. And Newcastle and Hunter Conference played Saturday, Sunday, rounds 5 and 6. And then the BCIB Sydney Metro comp, they played round 5 and 6 also. So a couple of big results. A couple of games were washed out due to the big weather. I know the Illawarra there. We had a couple of games down at Warrilla under the roof there. It was between, I think, Albion Park and Fig Tree Sports, and Corrimal and Windang. They played there. G'day, guys, tuning in. Darren and Trev, good morning. Well done, Trev. Trev made the the final of the singles. He's been going very well with his bowling arm, and unfortunately he got beaten in the nail biter, I hear, Trevor, in the singles. So well done on making the final. So let's get the show on the road with the results. We're going to start off with the Zone 15, Central Coast. So the Central Coast, there was 2 teams looking for the flag, and they both played on the weekend. It was Baddoa Bay taking on Edelong Memorial, and the winner of this wins the flag for the Central Coast. So you finish it off with a top 2 sides, so massive game here. And I can tell you that Baddoa Bay got up 61 to 49, 9-1 to claim first position on 82 points, just in front of Edelong Memorial on, 78. So congratulations to Baddoa Bay and winning the flag, but also Edelong Memorial, both qualified to state when we go to the state playoffs. The other, just out was in 3rd spot, Halakalani. They finished the year on 59.5. Gwendolyn, 37 in 4th spot, Gosford City, and then Avoca Beach. So that is a wrap for the Central Coast for the year. So Halakalani and Edelong Memorial off the state in the Central Coast. So congratulations to them. And also we go down to Zone 16, the Illawarra. Now, 3 sides here qualify for state, and it was 3rd and 4th spot ended up being very tight. Good on you, Nolly, tuning in there, mate. Happy Tiger supporter. How good was that? I was a nervous wreck that last 5 minutes, but when is it? When is the grinners? So Illawarra. They played their last round, and I've got the results there. There's a couple of games. There's only 2 games that actually got played that really need to be played there. So we'll bring up the table, the results here, which we saw. So Dapto and Winona, they didn't play. They just split the points, obviously because it didn't matter. But Albion Park and Fig Tree Sports. So Albion Park needed to find a win or find a point. And unfortunately for them, they went down 10-0, 80 shots to 33. So that's a big defeat there when they were vying for that 4th spot. G'day, Ben Roswell, tuning in. Darren Draper, about time the Tigers won. 100% Darren. It was tough going, but anyway, we'll take it. There's about 6 in a row coming up for us. So, a bit like my bowls team, 6 in a row. So, Albion Park took on Fig Tree Sports. Yeah, big win there for Fig Tree. That was... And the other game, so obviously Warilla and Taraji didn't have to play. So, Warilla, well, they're only feeding and flying. They're definitely through to the state playoffs. And Corrimal took on Wingding, and Corrimal got up 9-1, 65-46. So down here in the Illawarra, it's the top 3 teams, friends, that go to state. Let's check out this all-important ladder. Who's it going to be? Drum roll. Obviously, Warilla flying through undefeated, 68.5. Second spot, Fig Tree Sports, 58 points. And look at that third spot there, Corrimal and Albion Park. Corrimal just tipped Albion Park to win that third spot to go through to state. So Warilla, Fig Tree Sports, and Corrimal are the 3 sides from the Illawarra that go through the state playoffs. Oh, come on, Ben. Tigers going for the wooden spoon. Now. Won't be happening. Yeah. That was a good win for the boys. So just outside there, see Albion Park. You know, that game, just getting beat there. They needed to find something that would have given them an opportunity there to maybe take out that third spot, missing by 1 shot there, and Kiama 5th, Dapto Citizens 6, Taraji 7, Winona and Windang round out the Illawarra Pennant competition. So that's the Illawarra in the 1 grade. Now, we go to Zone 2 and Zone 6. So the Newcastle and Hunter, let's bring up their little intro. So, a couple of big results here in the Newcastle Hunter. We played on Saturday, round 5. And Charlestown at home, defeated by Maitland City. So, Charlestown at home, struggling. The Tigers are struggling. I went down to Maitland City, so who had been struggling before this weekend. You see Charlestown 53. Maitland City 64, a 9-1 victory there. So Team 1, Blake Nairn took on Simon Mitchell. Simon Mitchell getting the money there, 25-15. Team 2 saw Nathan Dawson go down to Daniel Hill, 24-15. Game 3, Jared Davis took on Brody Piffam, and it was Brody getting up 24-14. So that's a big win there to keep Maitland City alive in the Section 1. In Game 2, we saw the Golfers. Well, Golfers at home there at the golf club took on the Point. Point is starting to get a bit of confidence and form in. Sorry, bear with me. I had this cough now. I was crook last week. I had that 19, the old terrible 19, and now I just got this cough. It's just annoying. So yeah, the Golfers. I will say the Belmont Golfers last week when we missed it. Congratulations to them. They had a massive 10-0 away win over East Maitland Griffins up there at East Maitland. A 10-0 away win for the Golfers to get their first win of the year. So that was a huge win there for Belmont. So congratulations to them, but they couldn't quite get the chocolates here against the Point. Team 1 there, you can see John Gregory, 15. Cohen Litfin, 18. Matty Stark, 16, going down to Nick Cale, 22. So the first 2 games, well, basically all games are very close. So another solid effort there from Belmont Golf. Right in the game there, and Joe Roach went down 15-20 to Mick Beasley. So, Soldiers Point. flying. And Raymond Terrace took on East Maitland at the hangar. And you can see the Jets had a defeat there in one rink. It's their first rink loss for the season. And game 1 saw Matty Bouse had a big win, 32 to 10 over Paul Cousins, who's been playing very good bowls. The Jets, game 2 saw Lee Schreiner got up 21 to 13 over Scotty McLaughlin. And Aaron Sheriff got a defeat. Went down 17 to 21 to Hayden Bajowski. So Raymond Terrace 70, East Maitland 44, 9-1 there to the Jets. That was game 3. So that's section 1. In round 5, section 2, we saw the Magpies in a very close game. Took on the Marlins at home, and it was the Marlins getting up in a very close nail-biting finish. Getting up 67 to 65. Away win there for Nelson Bay to keep their season undefeated. The games there. So David Govan, 21. A narrow victory over Richard Gervin, 20. Can tell you, we dropped a 4 in the second last end there in that rink there. So that sort of, in the end, hurt us on the masterboard, didn't it? Game 2 saw Bradley Unstead. So Bradley and Dale, they went down neck and neck on the last end. This was the last game finished, and Brad had an opportunity to draw a shot, or maybe even 2 to win the game or draw the game, and unfortunately couldn't do so. So exciting game there with the Beresfield take on the Marlins. And game 3 saw Taylor Appleby go down to Jono Davis, 18 to 26 in game 3. So the Magpies 65 2, the Marlins 67 8. Games 2 saw the Cannons at home took on the Lakers, and this game was a good win there to the Cannons, 83 to 39, 10-0. You can see there Aaron Appleby had a 23 to 17 shot victory over Terry Barnett, coming off his major senior singles district champion winning. So congratulations, Barney, on winning that. Was a very close game, Trev, that one. Kathy, g'day, tuning in. It was definitely a great game to watch. Curry, look at this one here. Team 2, John Fleming, 42 to 9 victory over Pete Lynn. And Team 3 saw Andrew Reese get up over Neville Hards, 18 to 13. So 10-0 victory there to Curry over Valentine. And game 3 saw Cardiff at home to Windell Gateshead. And it was Cardiff getting a victory. Getting up, what was the score there? 77 to 55 for a 9-1 victory. Team 1 saw PJ Walls got up 28 to 18 over Alan Miller. Gary Martin for Cardiff went down 24 to 17 to Corey Carmine. And game 3 down the bottom there, we saw Trent Smith, 32, had a good win over Mark Heath, 13. So that's round 5 for section 2. Now we'll go to round 6. So round 6, section 1, first game off the rank on the Sunday yesterday saw Charlestown Tigers took on the Golfers, and have a little effort result there. The Tigers got a win, but 8-2. So Belmont Golf had 2 rink wins over the Tigers. Team 1 saw Jared Davis go down to John Gregory, 23-19. Team 2, Blake Nairn. Well, it looks like Blake got his first win for the year for the Tigers, getting up over Matthew Stark, 32-12. So that's a big win there for Blake Nairn. And game 3 saw Daniel Hill, 16, go down to Joe Roach, 21. So Charlestown Tigers getting home 67-56, 8-2, thanks to that win there of Blake Nairn over Matty Stark, really. So that's game 1 in section 1. Game 2, well, have a look at this. Maitland City, 58. Raymond Terrace, 55. Maitland City 8-2 victory over the Jets. Let's have a look at the results here on how the team shaped up. So game 1 saw Simon Mitchell. He had a big win there, 23-11 over Lee Schreiner. And I think from what I heard was Simon Mitchell, I think, won maybe 6 of the last. I'm not sure. I think it was something like he won 6 of the last ends to get him home on the masterboard there over in that game there. You see game 2, Nathan Dawson took on Aaron Sheriff, and Sheriff got a 19-16 shot victory there. And game 3 saw Matty Bouse continue his excellent season with a 25-19 win over Brody Piffin. But Maitland City, well, they've formed back-to-back wins there. They were a bit struggling, so it's definitely going to make the ladder a little bit interesting for section 1. And game 3, up there at East Maitland again. East Maitland going down to, this time it was the Soldiers Point. Soldiers Point 67-9, getting up 54-1 over East Maitland there at East Maitland. Let's check out the results here. So Paul Cousins, 9 shots to Mick Beasley, 27 shots. A big win there for Mick Beasley. Game 2 saw Josh Walker-Davis, 31. Got up over Cohen Litfin, 17. A big win there for Josh Walker-Davis. You see, I think there's a bit of a change there. Josh Walker-Davis skipping. Scotty McLaughlin going the 3rd. A pretty solid side there. You got Clay Parker and Barry McGovern. That's solid rink. Game 3 saw Hayden Bajowski going down to Nick Cale, 23-14. So the Point, Soldiers Point, getting 9-1 victory in game 3. So the ladder, section 1. Oh, where is my ladder? There it is, section 1 ladder. After 6 rounds, the Jets just in front there now. They're on 50.5 in front of Soldiers Point on 47. So for Zone 2, it is the top 2 sides automatically qualified for state. And then 3rd and 4th will have a round of round robin versus the other 3rd and 4th from Section 2 there for another 2 spots up for state. So it's more or less nearly a prize for everybody, isn't it? There's a lot of teams that qualify. I think it's too many. But anyway, it's my opinion. So, yeah, Raymond Terrace on top. 2nd spot, Soldiers Point. Maitland City, a couple of back-to-back wins there, starting to find their little form. They're on 28. You got the Tigers, 20.5. East Maitland, 20. And Belmont Golf back there on 14. So that's the ladder for Section 1. Now, round 6 in Section 2. We saw Beresfield, the Mighty Magpies, at home took on the Cannons. And it was the Magpies getting up 71-43, 10-0 victory over Curry. Game 1 saw Dave Govan got up 22-9 over John Fleming. Game 2 saw Bradley Unstead get up 23-17 over Mick Kedwell. And Taylor Appleby got up 26-17 over Andrew Rees. So that was a big game for us there for the Magpies. We had to win that. Thankfully for us, we did. So 71-43, 10-0. Game 2 saw, Nelson Bay raised the bat, friends. Holy smokes. We're raising the bat. Well, the Marlins put on a dominant display at home. A big win. 101-31, 10-0 over Cardiff. It's probably not one we like to show the results for the players. And you can see game 1 there. Saw Gervo. He got up 31-14 over Trent Smith. Game 2 saw Dale McWhinney-Shillington had a big win, 40-11 over PJ Wars. And game 3 saw Jono Davis 30 defeat Gary Martin 6. So big win there for the Marlins. They're there for and against really well. Wendell Gateshead at home to the Lakers. And this game saw Wendell Gateshead 53, Valentine Lakers 57. So Valentine getting their first win of the year. 8.5 to 1.5. And team 1 saw Alan Miller take on Terry Barnett. And it was a 20-all draw. So close, nail-biting game there. Game 2, Corey Carmine 16. Pete Lynn 22. And game 3 saw Mark Heath 17 defeating Rossi Lawrence 15. So a very close game there, but the Lakers 57, 53, 8.5 to 1.5. So well done to the Lakers getting their first win. Now the ladder. Well, the ladder's a 3-horse race. Nelson Bay Marlins undefeated, 6 from 6 on 56 points. Curry in second position on 42 points. Beresfield third on 40.5. Then you got Cardiff 18, Wendell Gateshead 13, and then the Lakers 10.5. Coming up next week we have round 7. Section 1 for next week, we have Charlestown taking on East Maitland. So big game there for both of these guys. It's really, a winner, you keep your chances alive. A loser, you're going to be struggling to automatically qualify. Game 2, Belmont Golf will be host to Maitland City. Soldiers Point will take on Raymond Terrace. That should be a good game up there at Soldiers Point there. Raymond Terrace. So what time is that? 12:45 on Saturday. So all games at 12:45 p.m. Section 2 in the Newcastle and Hunter Conference. The Magpies at home to Wendell Gateshead. Curry will play Nelson Bay. That's a big game, that one, isn't it? Up there at Curry. It's a huge game. And the Lakers at home to Cardiff. So that is a wrap, friends, on the Zone 2 and 6 Newcastle and Hunter Conference. Now we go down to Sydney for the BCIB Metro Comp. Now, round 5, we saw Cabramatta take on Belrose. And this game was at Cabramatta. And it was Cabramatta getting the chocolates. 78-49, 9-1 victory over Belrose. Team 1 saw Carl Healy narrowly go down to Dylan Fisher, 19-20. Team 2, Aaron Wilson took on Dane McKinnon, and Aaron Wilson had a big win there, 31-11. And Team 3 saw Cody Packer took on Stephen Rawlings, and it was 28-18 victory there for Packer over Rawlings. To Cabramatta, 78-9-1 over Belrose. Now, in the BCIB Metro comp, it is the top 5 qualify through the state. So 5 out of 9 qualify. You can see game 2 there, Engadine versus St. John's Park. That game was washed out. There was a bit of rain around in Sydney on Saturday. So that game was washed out. Then we had game 3, Wenny Leagues took on Mount Lewis Lions. And the Lions in a nail-biter, 55-53, 9-1 away victory there. So a big win there for the Lions. I must really win there for them because a bit of a slow start. You can see Team 1 saw Matty Swan, 24, get up over Nathan Wise, 13. Team 2, Brett Wilkie, 14. Wayne Turley, 19. And Team 3 saw Barry Lester go down to Scotty Tholburn, 23-15. So again, that's a big win there for the Lions. They really needed that win. Charlie, hope you're doing well. Good, sir. Thank you, Charlie. Yes, I'm doing much better this week. Thank you. All two years. Got to watch Telstra, hey? I lost my phone number. I lost another 20 grand through having my bank account hacked, and you can imagine my mental state last week. I was devastated. So that's Wenty Leagues versus Mount Lewis. The other game there was NBC Sports took on Marylands, and NBC Sports at home 56, Marylands 61. So 56-61, a little bit of a local derby here, and it was Marylands getting the cookies 8-2. So one rink win was enough to get the points there on the masterboard for Marylands. And who was that? It was that Team 2 there of Shawnee Thompson getting up over Zelko Trabara, 27-16. Team 1 there, Nathan Wise, got up 22-17 over Nathan Black for NBC Sports. And the other NBC Sports victory was Andrew Howie getting up by 1 shot over Kevin Anderson. So that's the round 5 results there for the BCIB Metro comp. Tarrant Point, they're fine. They had the bye. They had a week off in that game there. Now we'll go to Sunday. Got a comment there from Trev. Let's read you what Trev says. On Saturday, I was promoted to the Zone 6, Grade 4. Played lead for Michael Beaumont, played against Illawarra and won 8-2. Good on you, Trevor. Trevor's obviously bowling very well. Made the final of the reserves in the zone. So that was well done there for Trev. So round 6 on Sunday. So yesterday, the results were game 1, Engadine took on Cabramatta. Oh, big win here for Engadine at home. 64-58, 9-1 victory there for Engadine. Let's have a look at how the teams stacked up. So Wayne Rudiger took on Carl Healy. Our close game, 24-22 victory there to Wayne Rudiger over Carl. Game 2 saw Mason Lewis, 16, go down to Aaron Wilson, 18. And game 3 saw Callum Murray, 24, get up over Cody Packer, 18. So a good win there for Engadine, winning 64-58, 9-1 in an exciting game. That's the game 1 there. Game 2, Mount Lewis. Well, they couldn't keep their wins rolling. They went down to Tarrant Point. Tarrant Point at home. So a big win there, 10-0. 63-48 win there for Tarrant Point. The teams, how they fared up. Well, Team 1 saw Nathan Wise took on Simon Little. Simon Little 20-15 victory. Team 2 saw Ali Forsyth 23 get up over Wayne Turley 17. And Team 3 saw Scotty Tholburn go down to Ray Pearce 16-20. So a 10-0 victory there to Tarrant Point. Game 3, St John's Park defeated by NBC Sports. So NBC Sports getting the chocolate there of St John's Park at St John's. 53-57, 9-1. NBC Sports getting a 9-1er. See, Team 1, David Ferguson took on Andrew Howie, and it was Howie getting up 23-18. Team 2 saw Ben Twist go down to Zelko Trebara 18-20. And Ryan Bester got up 17-14 over Nathan Wilson. So big win there for NBC Sports. So again, it's the top 5 that qualify for state, friends, here. So it's going to be close. It'll be interesting to see how the ladder's looking after 6 rounds. And then down there we got Marylands in the last game took on Wenty Leagues. And at home it was Marylands going down 61-49, 9-1. So a big win there for Wenty. And the teams look like this. Nathan Black, 16, got up over Matthew Swan, 14 in game 1. Game 2 saw Kevin Anderson took on Barry Lester, and it was Barry Lester getting bragging rights there, 21-19. And down the bottom there, you can see that win there from Brett Walker getting up 26-14 over Shawnee Thompson. So Wenty Leagues getting a 9-1 victory there. And Belrose, they had the bye, so the ladder after 6 rounds sees Tarrant Point flying 49, played 7, won 5, 1 loss. And they've also had that bye. So they're pretty much nearly already cemented their spot into the playoffs there because they played 9 rounds. You got Wenty Leagues, second spot on 38 points. Just in front of St John's Park on 37. Cabramatta in 4th on 30. Now here's that 5th spot playoff. Marylands, 21. Engadine, 19. Just shows how big that win for Engadine was on Sunday. And they got that game in hand. So Engadine played 4 games. So they got a couple of games in hand as well. Mount Lewis, well, they're struggling. They've played 5 games. 1-2, lost 3 on 19. NBC Sports with the 1 victory, and Belrose down the bottom there yet to record a victory. So top 5 qualify. So, at the moment, you're backing in Tarrant Point, aren't you? You're saying they're pretty much home. Let's have a look who's playing who in round 7. Coming up this weekend on Saturday. Belrose take on Engadine. So Belrose sitting in bottom spot there. So I'm backing in Engadine to get the victory. NBC Sports, well, they're playing Cabramatta. So let's just have a look here. NBC Sports down there, must win for them. They're playing Cabramatta, who are in 4th position. Game 3 sees Tarrant Point take on Marylands. So Tarrant Point flying and Marylands. Well, Marylands really, they want to have a win there because a loss will definitely take them out of that 5th spot. And the last game for round 7 will see Wenty Leagues take on St. John's Park. So that should be a huge game there. St. John's and Wenty League. So second take on third. That's on Saturday. Now, round 8. There are a couple of round 8 games on Sunday. We have already had that one game played there, was that St. John's Park versus Tarrant Point game. So that's already been played. And that was a Tarrant Point victory. So Sunday morning, we'll have Mount Lewis take on Belrose. So, depending on the results here on the Saturday, it's a huge game there for Mount Lewis. And then Sunday, you'll have also Engadine will take on NBC Sports, and should be a cracker. And Cabramatta will play Wenty League. So some big games there. And remember, we only play 9 rounds in the BCIB comp. So it's a 9-round competition. Everyone plays everyone once. And where you draw is where you draw them. So there's no home and away. So after this current weekend, teams are going to have their spots sewn up, and and some teams are already going to be looking for next year, which again, next year we're going to have that Platinum League coming in. So, when we follow the Platinum League next year, depending when that's played, I'd imagine Bowls New South Wales will be live streaming that Platinum League. If not, well, I think I might have to see if I can get there and live stream as well. I mean, that'd be pretty huge. Be able to bring some of them Platinum League games there. All the stars will be playing that top competition, and that will open up the state 1 grade. So, especially for your countrysides, and that will be able to come in and have your best players compete in that 1 grade without having to worry about those marquee players flying in and etc. So it's good for a lot of people, in my opinion. Oh, mate, Trevor's just saying some big names in there. Absolutely. So, I mean, this is the pinnacle of bowls in New South Wales, the Pennant. It's a shame. I feel that we should have a longer Pennant season. I mean, 9 rounds, really? Like, this is a pinnacle competition. Like, I love to see, we'll see what happens with the Platinum League, but 9 rounds, you got 5 teams qualify for the state playoffs. So, there's 16 teams that go to state. There's no one from the country that's going to the 1 grade state. So hopefully that will change next year, friends. So that there is really a wrap of the weekend and all the 1 grade results. Some big results there. Again, congratulations to the guys that qualified. I think it was Warilla, Corrimal, Fig Tree Sports. Was it Corrimal? Or was it Corrimal? Just missed out. I can't remember. And the Central Coast was Bad Eye Bay and Adelong qualified there for state. So that's a wrap. There we go. Happy days. Enjoy your bowls, friends. I'll be back tomorrow with the Newcastle and Hunter, a local competition for 2 to 7 grade with my mate Fox and Shippo. That's it. Remember, friends, anyone can play. Thanks for tuning in, and happy days and happy bowling. Good job. See you next time.